So UPS just dropped off a package that I wasn't expecting, and guys, you're definitely gonna wanna see this. There's a really good chance if you follow my channel, you guys know that I've talked about the SaunaBox quite a few times, and you probably only think that they offer a sauna. But what you might not know is that they actually have a cold plunge as well. And naturally, their cold plunge is called the PlungeBox. But guys, this is not just an ordinary PlungeBox that's been out for a little while. This is the all-new PlungeBox Pro. Nobody has seen this before, and this is gonna be the very first time unboxing it, and I'm really excited to show you guys. Now, I know this has nothing to do with the review, but you know, one of the things that impresses me most about SaunaBox is they're kind of like the Apple of wellness products, in the sense that their packaging is just like, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's just, you know, you just feel like you're opening up something really premium and nice. And so it's just a little added touch. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, man, this looks just like every other one of those portable cold plunges. You know, kind of like the Ice Pod. But this is where it gets really exciting, because this actually has a zipper around the whole outside right here. And what you do is you unzip this, and so it has like pockets in each one of these panels right here. And the 3-inch foam insulation right here goes into this, which is going to make this effectively the most insulated portable cold plunge you can possibly buy. Now, I can tell you that the tolerances are pretty tight on this. So, I mean, once you get 1 or 2 of these in, it becomes a lot easier. But the first 1 or 2, it's a little difficult to get in there. And then the very last one, if you see here, it has this little cutout right there. That's going to be for the chiller ports. So just to let you guys know. And now here's the final product, guys. This thing is super, super cool. So it's about 31 inches tall. Here along the top, from the outside edge to this outside edge, it's about 36 inches. And then on the inside, it's actually just about 30 inches. So definitely a little smaller inside there. However, it has this ultra plush, really thick lining right here. And then of course, we come around here. It's got the 2 chiller ports right here. So it does come chiller ready. And speaking of chillers, that actually reminds me of something. SaunaBox is actually coming out with their very own chiller, guys, and I've got a preview of it, and it looks phenomenal. I mean, really, really cool. Here's a preview image right here that you can take a look at. I actually have a unit coming my way for me to test out, so that'll come in a later video, but it's 1/2 horsepower. It's got built-in ozone, Bluetooth. It's an all-in-one unit, guys, and the price tag on this is going to be insane. Right now, you can actually pre-order it for, so there's a pre-order price of $250 that you put down, and the total price is $1,300. And that is a really good price, because if you've seen any of my DIY videos, especially with the 1/2 horsepower chillers out there, those run anywhere from like $900 up to $1,500 alone just for a basic chiller, you know, without a pump or anything else. And this has everything built into it for about $1,300. So guys, if you're thinking about getting a chiller, definitely take a look at this one, because the price on that is just crazy. It's very, very good. And now, unfortunately, like always, guys, I am sweating again. It's a very hot day, and so I'm really curious to actually fill this up with some water, hook up a chiller to it, see how long it takes to cool down, and also let's go ahead and test and see how long this will actually maintain the temperatures. You know, one of the cons about these portable cold plunges that I've always noticed is the fact that they're kind of flimsy. So right here we have the Ice Pod. Now I do like the Ice Pod. However, if you look, this is full of water. So if I push on the edges right there, or if I push down on the edge, and this whole thing, it almost kind of collapses. I mean, it has the poles in here that kind of hold it up, but otherwise it kind of comes down. Now the fact that this has the 3-inch insulation inside, when I do that here, it doesn't go anywhere. And I can push in here and it has like a little bit of give. But overall, this actually creates a very, very solid structure overall. And that's a huge, huge pro. Without further ado, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. But before I do, one last thing to check. Let's check the water temp. So right now, we're about 82 degrees. All right, let's see how long this takes to cool down. All right, guys, so right now the water is about 55 degrees and I've had the chiller running for a couple hours. I can tell you right away that as soon as this is inflated right here, this definitely makes it a little bit taller. So you might actually be able to get a little bit more water than a lot of the other portable cold plunges out there. But as far as like overall room, even though this isn't like a circle, I mean, this feels about the same as any other cold plunge that I've tried. You know, one of the other things that I mentioned earlier is the fact that because the walls are 3-inch foam, I mean, it definitely feels a lot sturdier inside here, you know, especially if I want to like kind of brace myself and stand up. A lot of times with the other cold plunges, the walls would just kind of collapse, and so you kind of like heave yourself up. But with this, it feels like it's going to actually just stay put, and you can actually get up and it's not gonna collapse on you. All right, it's been about 18 hours since I turned off the chiller, guys. It's 10 a.m. It's about 76 degrees right now. And so let's see what the temperature is now. All right, if we look at the temperature, it is about 68 degrees. And when I turned this off yesterday, it was about 46, about 12 degrees overall. Now with the typical ice pod, when I've turned that off, it's been about 15 to 20 degrees. So this definitely holds the temperature a lot better. Another thing that I noticed this morning is the fact that the SaunaBox, as far as I can tell so far, it doesn't sweat like the ice pod does or any of these other portable cold plunges, because normally in the morning, if this was really cold inside, this would have tons of condensation of water on the outside, and it just doesn't have that. So that's a really good sign. And I really think if you wanted to improve the insulation on this, all you really need to do is, because the bottom of it doesn't have a lot of insulation to it, I think if you place this on some sort of like foam or rubber mat, something like that, I think that would actually help maintain those temperatures in the bottom of this cold plunge and be a big help. All right, so there you have it. That is the PlungeBox Pro from SaunaBox. Guys, this is by far one of the best portable cold plunges you can get. I've tried them all, and this one just beats it in so many different ways. Now, right now you can purchase this for $249 on SaunaBox's website. And don't forget, you can actually pre-order their chiller as well. So take a look at that. You can get 10% off everything with my promo code that I have listed down below. So if you have any questions, comments, anything like that about the PlungeBox, go ahead and let me know. Let's talk about it. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.